Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Dungeon Color. This game is developed by Gaganfei, sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, and published by QU Byte Interactive and Game No Kiano. Sorry, some hard names to pronounce this time. This game releases on March 10th, 2022 for a price of $3.99. If you are for some reason watching our videos and you play on Nintendo, I think it'll be discounted as well. But yeah, it's a $3.99. It's a simple puzzle game. I'll show you some of the early levels and then I'll kind of show you some of the little mid-game levels. But the main premise for this game is actually quite simple. You use a color switching ability by interacting with these kind of flames to open doors. The doors that you open based on the color that you are. So as you can see, there's two different colors. If I want to get to the red doors, I have to click on the red color, but I have to be careful not to get myself stuck. If I do get stuck, you can always hold B, reset your character and the level, and then continue on after that. You basically have to figure out how the color patterns work to get you through the right doors to get to the end of the level. Now, this game does some things that are honestly very diabolical in a sense of the game doesn't always require you to be a color, and sometimes you have to parkour your way thinly through other colored areas to progress. And what I mean by that is there's going to be times in this game where you will encounter doors that you're just like, I don't know how to get through them. They're so stressful and agitating. How in the world does this work? And it's because it doesn't work. The game actually kind of hides doorways in certain areas behind obstacles that you might not necessarily have to encounter or interact with. And what I mean by that is they're going to be very deceitful, and maybe you need to get through a doorway, but it's hidden with a little pixel of the level that's not there, and it's just kind of hard to tell. We might get to a point where you can see that here in this video if I can get through far enough in a couple of these levels, and you'll kind of be able to see what I'm talking about. But overall, the way the game works is it's just simple. My best advice when it comes to playing these levels is don't look from where you start, but maybe look from where you have to end to figure out the right patterns. This game, in a nutshell, is just a puzzle maze, and you have to work your way backwards. So if you could see the end of the level here, I have to get a green door. So that green door, there's a green flame I can access. So the red door, how do I go from the red door to get to the red door, the yellow door, and so on and so forth. So this is one of those levels that's pretty straightforward. I just have to hit the right color to proceed to the next area. There's going to be some levels as you get further into the game where there's many different color options that you're going to encounter, so you have to be very careful. You can navigate around using your analog stick and the D-pad. I recommend using the D-pad when you get to areas like you see me in right now where you have to kind of thread the needles, because if you catch that yellow flame there, for example, you're going to lose and have to completely reset and start that level over. And that's kind of just the premise of how this works. So for this level here, we got to go from the green door. We can go from green to green. We're probably going to have to go from green to yellow. We need to get green here to go from green to yellow. So it looks like we can actually skip most of this level just by paying attention to the color palettes that we need to hit. But it does look like, unfortunately, the game is trolling us a bit here, and we've been trapped and stuck. And that's kind of how the game works, in a sense of, it's going to troll you a little bit. It's going to test your nerves and patience, but you'll be able to ultimately figure out what you're doing. This is kind of where I'm at in the game for my play session on level 16. So as you can see, the puzzles get a lot more ornate. You're going to get keys and just tons of different little things that you have to do to go from one area to the next, and you just have to kind of work your way backwards with how you figure out how to navigate everything. With these key levels, you're probably going to go just about everywhere in the level to try to progress to the end, and that's how a lot of the puzzles are going to get as you go further and further into the game. Most of them are going to require you to go to every single section of the game and every corner, trying to just navigate the proper areas to get through those stages. And it's in a weird way stressful, but also in a very weird way quite relaxing. I don't think there's anything in this game that's really going to push your buttons in the sense of, man, this is so frustrating, I quit. Because what's nice is the game's very easy to just pick up and play a level or two here and there and then move on to the next point. As far as achievements and unlocking and progressing, the game does offer you achievements. I believe it's every 5 levels you should pop an achievement. We can quickly check here. Yeah, every 5 levels you'll pop an achievement, and then basically rinse and repeat that same kind of process while you're playing. Nothing that I would say is going to be overly strenuous, like I said, though, while you're playing. It's just a nice little relaxing, simple puzzle game. I love the unique kind of approach of almost like a paint by door numbered system where you find the various colors to access certain areas to then progress further. Um, but the game can also give opportunities to trap you. So as you can see here, I got this key, but because I walked over this flame, I have to reset and I've lost all my progress. Overall, I love the control system, I love the visual approach, and I love the uniqueness of how the puzzles work in this game. It's kind of its own style that, I haven't really encountered before. And, that's, something that doesn't happen often. A new-ish style puzzle game that I haven't really experienced or played, really changing things up from what's out there. It's not simply do the level, it's do the level, but also let's try a unique approach with, flames and colors and patterns. So it's, for me, it's been a very unique, fun experience, and I hope that you might enjoy, giving this game a shot, especially when it comes in at that $3.99 price point. Like, it's hard to deny that for the money, this game is extremely worth that price point. Like, many games we get, like puzzle games that try to come in at very overtly price points and stick you with, high dollar goals, and, that's not what this game is doing, and that's kind of nice. You know, Overall, if I have to give an opinion on buy, sale, or pass, I definitely recommend this game is worth buying. I think anybody who enjoys puzzle games is going to enjoy this, and it's going to offer a nice enough challenge where you're not just going to beat the game in 5 or 10 minutes. I'm sure people are going to make guides to walk you through levels, but as always, I would encourage you not to do those. Just play and enjoy the games. Puzzles aren't too overly difficult, and I think most people could have fun playing them. Outside of that, though, if you have any questions, want to see more on this game, or just want to see more gameplay in general, please let me know down in the comments. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy the video, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great rest of your day.